Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today, we're going to be talking about naked brand groups once more. We did talk about this one extensively before. In this video, we're going to go towards due diligence, technical analysis, and what we think about this one. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. So naked brand group, we talked about this one multiple times before. Unfortunately, the last update was back on September 24th, 2021, and it's been around 2 weeks of radio silence. Now, if you watched my last video, you would have already understood about what that CEO letter meant. Basically, just to summarize it, they have a net cash position of around 270 million US dollars, and they're currently taking a look into green tech sector to buy it out and diversify fully out of the retail, basically intimate apparels business. And so all that and that, you're able to see that they're moving on fully towards the ESG basically sector, and they say that they have found this company in doing further due diligence. Now, since then, we haven't heard much about that. In my last video, I did suggest a few of them that were in New York because the current CEO has previously been in New York multiple times. Now, the current things such as institutional buyers, we're able to see that future management and IFP advisors took a small position in this company itself. No other major institutional buyers activity other than these two. Now, back into the 29th of September, they did talk about the increase of Mr. Davis Rice ordinary shares of the company for around 1.5% increase of the total market capitalization since the grant of the award, and the total market value of the ordinary shares will be issued, and the total market capitalization will be determined based on the daily VWAP line. Now, the big thing about this one is that they're trying to increase their voting power for Mr. Davis Rice, and this kind of hints on that this vote is going to be happening soon, and it looks like things are going all right. Now, on the other part is with this lack of news, it got the stock price to sway downwards, and we're able to see here that the short interest value is currently around 0.65 for days to cover. The short interest percent flow is around 5.31%, and a dark pool short volume is around 11.75 million shares, and that's around half of all traded volume is going towards the short side and almost in any given day. There's currently around 200,000 short shares available, and at a short borrow fee rate of only 8.36, so that's incredibly low considering other companies. And we're able to see that volume significantly died down from the almost high hundreds, around 194,000, 166, and the mid 200s at a record of 28th of September being around 258 million shares being traded. Right now, we're only 1/10 of that today, or actually even yesterday, around 24 million shares only. Today, we're sitting a little bit higher, around 31 million shares, still significant ways to go, and you're able to see that massive gap of volume and how it's not reached. Before moving on forward, if you'd like to see more contents like this, make sure to click the subscribe button on the bottom right corner and leave notifications on for the channel. Don't forget to drop a like to this video if you actually enjoyed this video, and you can join us on Discord, which is totally free, and we're not trying to upsell you on anything there. Now, on other news, this company did not or hasn't actually met the NASDAQ minimum non-compliance recently. Now, previously, they did get the notice of minimum bid price non-compliance back on April 29th, and we're able to see that the current date for that is currently sitting until October 25th, 2021, which is coming in soon. Now, they have the chance to ask for an extension, and that could actually, in fact, happen. But if they don't, they basically have around 2 weeks from now to reach that $1 minimum price for 10 consecutive days. So what's going to happen here is 2 weeks before the 25th, most likely Monday, you're either going to get a reverse split to adjust the price value so it gets above $1, probably 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 reverse split, or they're going to ask for an extension, and for that extension would basically hope that this divestitures and this investments into ESGs would raise the stock price organically. Now, this is a little bit tricky, but let's move on towards technical analysis and then go back towards this idea. Now, in terms of the technical analysis perspective, what we're seeing is on the moving averages, the 10 SMA is currently above the 30 MA. And what we're seeing here is this trading action zone where most positive reversals occur, and that's between the 70 cents and the 64 cents range. Currently, it's basically itching towards these two lines, and if we maintain that price action, we might actually start seeing a reversal. This is the first green candle we see ever since the 28th of September, so this shows a little bit of hope into the stock. Now on the ADX, it shows it's currently around 25, which suggests a continuation of this negative trend is possibly going to happen. Now on the other part, what we're able to see is that the William percent R, which is very similar to the relative strength index, shows that the stock is highly oversold, meaning there's a lot more selling activity happening than buying. On the other part, MACD is currently on the negative side. It seems that it's lacking that powerful momentum it did have with the push. Currently, it's starting to look very similar to what we've had on the 14th of September, but then we had accumulation and then a bit of a drop and then bounce back. Hopefully, we're going to see the same thing, but momentum is currently almost at zero, flat on the positive side. So all in all, we're seeing sideways sloppy, really waiting for news. It's really waiting for any news, and people are just getting nervous and anxious about hearing what that company is and if it's actually going to be a good investment. And so that is what's happening. It's just a ticking bomb taking place. Now on the other part, stochastic fast and stochastic slow are kind of horizontal, showcasing that this might be a good time to buy. Currently on the moving averages, this one is expected to trade between 71 cents on the top, 64 cents in the middle, and 58 cents on the bottom. Now on the Fibonacci retracements, we're able to see significant resistance level at the 86, 134, 173, 213, 269, and 340. The support is at 7 cents. Now on a price line action, we're able to see significant support at the 61 cents, and then 53 cents and 46 cents, going down to 33 cents and 23 cents. Significant resistances can be seen very close to the 71 cents, above there 78 cents, going a little bit higher to the 88 cents, and higher to the 96 cents, 102, followed by that by 112, going higher to closer to around 134, 143, 156, and then 190, and then following by that by 225. Really comes to the question to Ed, what do you think is going to happen here? Well, it is kind of clear into that this one is waiting for news. Now, the big issue, the big risk that some people are actually forgetting about, actually a lot of people I've talked to have forgotten about this one, compliance. And there is a risk for a reverse split. And hopefully they're going to just apply for 180-day extension while their due diligence and the process goes forward for acquiring this ESG company. And hopefully that will raise the stock price on its own, or they need to push some major news within the next 4 or 3 business days. I anticipate some news hitting before next Tuesday. If not, then most likely we're going to go for an extension. But what do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.